Welcome back to Urban Access Entertainment right here on UBC TV. This is Tim Moss, and I am going to be sitting down and speaking with the cast of The Green Room. It's a new Off Broadway show that is opening up. And before we get to know them, I just want to say that it is directed by Jessica Jennings. The musical director is David Fletcher. Book was written by Stephen Foster and Rob Damer. I think I said that right. Did I say that right? Okay. Music and lyrics is by Chuck Pelletier, and the artistic director is Stephen Miller. So I am going to step out of frame and let these gorgeous people take the spotlight here. So firstly, let me just go down the list. In the back, we have Corbin Williams. Hey. And Eli LaCroix. Yes. Okay, not LaCroix.
If you want.
Okay. It's LaCroix, darling. Sweetie, darling. Eli LaCroix. And Sami. Yes. Sami Staitman here. Staitman. No I'm sorry.
Everybody puts an R, and there is no R in my last name.
Okay.
It's a common mistake.
Sami Staitman. Yeah. And I even spelled it correctly. And Ariana Valdes. Yes. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you. Oh, my goodness. The Green Room. Oh, what a wonderful. It's such a fun show anyway, correct? Well, let's get to know the cast a little bit. Let me move to the back here. So I will be like a game show host or something. I'll be moving around. So Corbin Williams, tell us about your role, John Radford.
Sure. So John is the jock of the group who is kind of like that guy, in high school they always have like 20 or 30 girls audition for the show, and then the teacher stops one guy in the hallway and is like, you're the lead, so they just kind of get like pushed into it. That's definitely who John is, but he discovers that he really loves acting and performing, and through that becomes friends with these three in the Green Room.
That's very cool. Very cool. So the Green Room is kind of like a backstage peek at the making of theater of shows. So Sami Staitman. Yes. So you play Anna Kearns. So tell us about Anna.
Anna is the goody-goody two-shoes of the group. She's a sweetheart, and she's the type of person where if she gets an assignment, she will do it that night and not procrastinate. And I would say she's like a mom of the group, and she always is just looking out for everybody else.
And just enjoys doing all of that and doing for others. So Ariana Valdes, you played Devon Booter?
Actually.
Is that correct?
Devon Bruder.
Oh, Devon.
Devon, okay. Yes. She is a diva and she is divine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Devon Bruder is a sophomore in college who is aspiring to be a performer on Broadway, and she won't let anyone get in her way. Yeah, you find throughout the experience in the Green Room that she hasn't always gotten the roles she's wanted to play. She wants to star. She doesn't get those parts, and she just has to make the best of it. And she has fun doing that.
Sounds like a very fun role there. Yeah, absolutely. And then Eli LaCroix, and you play Cliff Kearns. Tell us about Cliff.
Yeah, I do. Cliff is kind of like the young one. He's really new, really green to the Green Room. He's a writer, so he's an actor and a writer. He writes some stuff in the show, some shows within shows. Very excited about life, very naive, happy to be around. Yeah, ready to jump in.
The brother.
Yes, younger brother of Anna Kearns. Yes, Clifford Kearns.
So Eli, now this is not your first time on the stage here at American Theater, or the American Theater for Actors. Yes. Which also I should say is 54th between 8th and 9th Avenue. Yes. Do you know the exact address offhand? 314 West 54th Street. Thank you.
Such a great location to be.
What's that?
Such a great location to be in,
Yeah,
right in Midtown Manhattan, and
absolutely, it's in the theater district, the well-known theater district of New York City. So, Eli, so tell us about your past experience here.
Yeah, so about a year ago, last summer, I did a production of The Cherry Orchard here at the John Cullum Theater in the American Theater of Actors, directed by Jessica Jennings and stage managed by Stephen Miller. Yeah, so now I'm back at ATA to do some green room action, and I'm excited. I mean, I love it here. The space is great, and I love, working with Jessica and Stephen is always a dream. So I was really happy that they asked me to come back and do this show. I was really excited to do it. Yeah.
That's very good. Now, you also studied acting at NYU at Tisch, correct? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I could. So this is funny. I'm alike in Cliff Kearns in this way. I went to school for 3 years, graduated early, just like Clifford does, and studied musical theater. I don't know, singing, acting, dancing, all those fun things that you do when you're in drama school. But that was about a year and a half ago where I graduated, and I've been working, doing stuff like this ever since.
Very cool. Well, congratulations. It's always good to be a working actor. Yes. Ariana Valdes, playing the role of Devon Brooder. Devon. I'm getting closer.
She is brooding for the stage. She will get there.
Well, now, tell us a little bit about yourself. Now, where did you go to school? And you just got off the road, or you were on tour? Is that right?
Yeah. Well, I went to school in Boston. I went to the Boston Conservatory.
Oh, it's a great school,
yeah, and I studied voice and opera there. Mm-hmm. And right after graduating, I went into musical theater, more so than opera. And I just finished 2 years on the road with the Sound of Music National Tour, playing a nun. Yeah, which if you come see the Green Room, you will see Devon's character has had a run-in with being a nun, specifically nun number 7. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I had a great time on the road, and it's really nice now to be in the city working and in one spot, not moving every other day.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I mean, I'm sure being on the road with such an incredible show was quite an experience. That would have been a wonderful experience.
Absolutely, yeah. It definitely teaches you a lot being on the road. Mm-hmm. I know Corbin's also toured the country, and when you're traveling, you're meeting new people, you're performing at different theaters, and audiences are always really cool to see just their responses and just how the communities come together. And yeah, it's really fun.
Well, again, Devon just sounds divine. She sounds like one of those roles that would be so much fun to play. So, Sami Staitman,
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Now, you're in school or in acting school right
Yes.
now.
I am. I'm in my sophomore year at Pace University, which
Nice.
is funny because we are in our sophomore year of college in the show. Yeah, so it works really great. It's been crazy trying to balance school and rehearsals. I have 8:30 acting, and then I come here for rehearsal, and then I go back to school and have rehearsal after this. So it's crazy.
You're in Pace?
Yeah, I go to Pace University, which is in the financial district, and I study musical theater there. And it's been awesome so far, and everybody at Pace has been so welcoming to the idea of me doing the Green Room, and really have been working with me so I could do both, which is awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, what's one of your favorite musicals? Yeah, you do me. Yeah. So, what's one of your favorite all-time musicals?
I have always loved Legally Blonde. I don't know what it is about the show, but since I was starting in musical theater when I was 4 years old, I've always loved the show and the music, and growing up I listened to it, and it's always been on my bucket list of shows to do, for sure.
Wonderful. Okay. Corbin Williams in the back there. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you in school now, or
no,
you had graduated? Okay,
I
just one moment.
graduated.
So where did you graduate?
I actually went to Rhodes College, which is a small liberal arts school in Memphis, Tennessee. Not unlike St. Gustaph's, which is where the Green Room is set. But one thing that I really liked about my program was that it was small, and so I very much relate to having that kind of communal theater space where everyone goes to hang out. We definitely had our Green Room area where people would sit while they're waiting to go on stage, but also study, rehearse, sleep. Like everything happened in that space. And so that has translated really well into experiencing what the Green Room musical is all about, because it's kind of paying homage to that whole space.
Yeah, I grew up in Indiana and in a smaller community. And the one thing that I really loved and appreciated about that was, again, the community is small, so you get more opportunities to play different things. Yeah. Did you find that also?
I did. And I also found that because it was a smaller community, there wasn't as much use of the space, and it wasn't completely locked down. So we were just in there all the time. We were on the stage just for fun to rehearse whatever, which our characters take advantage of. So
now you were on the road. Can you talk about that?
Yes, actually, like Ariana, I also toured with a Rodgers and Hammerstein show. I toured with Cinderella for a year. I played the role of Jean-Michel, which is a new character they added for this recent Broadway revival. But it was a lot of fun. It was great to get to see the country and bring that story of kindness around our country. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, wonderful. You guys are just a wonderful cast on and off stage.
Thank you.
Well, let me just go around again. We've got Corbin Williams playing John Radford, and we have Eli LaCroix playing Clifford Kearns, and we have Sami Staitman playing Anna Kearns, and Ariana Valdes playing Devon Bruder. Okay, I got it, finally. And once again, this is The Green Room, directed by Jessica Jennings, and the musical director is David Fletcher. The book was written by Stephen Foster and Rob Damer. Okay, I always have trouble with his last name. I don't know why. And the music and lyrics is by Chuck Pelletier. And artistic director is Stephen Miller. Now, The Green Room is going to be at the American Theater for Actors, which is 314 West 54th Street. And previews are September 25th and 26th. And it opens on September 27th. So you can go to greenroom.brownpapertickets.com and find out more information about that. Well, thank you so very much. I appreciate you taking a few minutes. I got to sit in on a little bit of your rehearsal, and it looks wonderful. It looks like so much fun. So just keep having fun and enjoying being backstage in the green room.
Thank you so much.
Bye.